What if I told you there's a country where 90-year-olds move like they're 70, where dementia rates are 60% lower than America, and where people routinely live past 100 with crystal clear minds? Japan has over 90,000 centenarians, more per capita than anywhere else on Earth. When Harvard researchers spent 8 years studying these superagers, they discovered something shocking. It wasn't their diet. It wasn't genetics. The secret was hiding in 7 simple movements that take just 12 minutes a day. One 95-year-old woman in Okinawa told researchers something profound. Americans exercise to fight their bodies. We move to dance with ours. Today, you're going to learn that dance. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll never think about movement the same way again. Before we dive in, drop your age in the comments and tell me, what's the one thing about aging that worries you most? I read every comment. Here's something that'll blow your mind. The average Japanese person over 80 has the joint mobility of a 60-year-old American. Their balance is comparable to someone 20 years younger. And they're not spending hours in gyms or thousands on supplements. They're simply moving the way humans were designed to move. Let's start with what Japanese doctors call the foundation of all health, Shinkokyu Aruki, or breath walking. This isn't power walking. You move at exactly half your normal pace while following a specific breathing rhythm. Inhale for 3 steps, hold for 2 steps, exhale for 5 steps. Stanford neuroscientists discovered this breathing pattern activates the vagus nerve, your body's master inflammation controller. After just 2 weeks, participants showed 40% less inflammatory markers, and their blood pressure dropped an average of 15 points. But here's the real magic. The slowness forces all 33 joints in each foot to make complete contact with the ground, sending signals to your brain that rebuild your balance system from the ground up. Research consistently shows that a daily walking habit is powerful medicine for aging well. When walking is practiced mindfully as breath walking, consciously coordinating steps with deep, rhythmic breaths, it engages a powerful mind-body synergy. The aerobic movement improves vascular health, reducing arterial stiffness for heart health and longevity. Start with just 10 minutes tomorrow morning. Choose grass or dirt over concrete. Varied terrain engages more muscles. Walk at half speed, focus on the breathing pattern, and let your body remember what intentional movement feels like. Every morning at 6:30 a.m. across Japan, millions of people, from 5-year-olds to 95-year-olds, perform the same sequence of movements. It's called Taiso, and it's been happening every single day since 1928. It's 13 flowing movements done in exactly 3 minutes and 15 seconds. No sweating, no strain, just continuous, graceful motion. Researchers studied 8,000 participants over 60. The daily practitioners had 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, and maintained full range of motion well into their 80s. The secret? This increases synovial fluid production by 35%, the lubricating fluid in your joints. Without regular movement, this fluid thickens and decreases. Your joints literally dry out, creating the stiffness we think is normal aging. Search Taiso on YouTube after this video. Do it once and notice how your body responds. Just 3 minutes and 15 seconds. No excuses. Walk through any Japanese park and you'll see elderly people in their 80s sitting comfortably in a deep squat for 20, 30, even 45 minutes. Meanwhile, most Americans over 50 can't hold this position for even 10 seconds. This is the human reset position, and it might be the most important movement pattern you've lost. Before chairs existed, this is how humans rested. Our bodies are designed for this, but in chair-sitting cultures, we've completely lost this ability. Research suggests that losing the ability to deep squat is a key driver of the lower back pain, hip tightness, and balance issues we mistakenly accept as normal aging. Those who retain it often maintain greater independence and mobility deep into later life. Deep squatting opens your hips through full range of motion, maintains ankle flexibility, strengthens your pelvic floor, and decompresses your spine. It's a full-body tune-up disguised as rest. Harvard researchers found cultures where deep squatting remains common have 80% fewer hip replacement surgeries and 60% less chronic lower back pain. Start with your back against a wall, feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly out. Lower slowly. Can't get heels flat? Place a rolled towel under them. Hold for 30 seconds, 5 times throughout the day. Frequency beats duration. In Japan, doctors prescribe standing on one leg, like Western doctors prescribe medication. 1 minute, twice daily, as preventive medicine. It's covered by health insurance because the data is overwhelming. Practicing single-leg balance is more than just a test for your ankles. It's a workout for your brain. Research using brain scans has shown that consistent balance training can increase gray matter density in critical areas like the cerebellum and hippocampus, regions vital for coordination, spatial awareness, and even memory. This isn't just about preventing a fall. It's about actively remodeling your brain to support stability and cognitive function. For older adults, this practice is directly linked to a significantly reduced risk of falls, which are a major threat to independence. A simple balance exercise was literally growing new brain tissue in adults over 60. Mayo Clinic researchers discovered your single-leg standing time is a better predictor of longevity than your blood pressure, cholesterol, or body weight. People over 60 who can stand on one leg for 30 seconds have mortality rates similar to people 10 years younger. Stand near a wall. Lift 1 foot an inch off the ground. Focus on a fixed point 10 feet away. Breathe normally. Hold for 30 seconds. Switch legs. Japanese elders do this while brushing their teeth. 2 minutes of automatic practice. As you improve, close your eyes or stand on a folded towel for added challenge. This is the independence test, because the day you can't get off the floor is the day you stop living on your own terms. In Japan, sitting on the floor is daily life. The average Japanese person over 70 transitions from standing to floor sitting and back over 20 times per day. How you get up from the floor might be one of the best predictors of how long you'll live. A famous study scored people on their ability to rise from the floor to standing without support. Those with the lowest scores had up to a 5 times higher risk of mortality in the following years. Why? This single movement demands everything: lower body strength, hip mobility, core stability, balance, and coordination. But there's a cognitive layer too. Your prefrontal cortex must plan and sequence the entire maneuver. It's not just a physical test, it's a full brain-body audit. Brazilian researchers developed the sitting-rising test. For every point lower on the test, mortality risk increased by 21%. People who couldn't rise without support had 5 to 6 times higher risk of death over 6 years. The ability to rise from the floor without using hands was one of the strongest predictors of longevity ever measured. Start with a low stool as support, lower to kneeling, then seated. To rise, bring 1 foot forward into a lunge and push up. Over weeks, use less support. Practice on carpet or a yoga mat. Even 2 transitions daily provide massive benefits. Sanaka Nagiri, or spine twisting. Japanese elders do this multiple times daily. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart and slowly rotate your spine left and right while keeping your hips facing forward. But you do this while maintaining core tension, as if resisting being pushed. This activates deep spinal stabilizers that remain dormant in 90% of Western exercises, the muscles that hold your vertebrae in alignment and prevent disc herniation. Spinal rotation is a motion we lose dramatically with age, often leaving us stiff and turning our whole body to look back. Simple, daily twisting movements are powerful preventive medicine. Research confirms that consistent rotational mobility work significantly reduces back pain and improves postural awareness. Just 2 minutes twice a day can preserve this critical axis of movement for life. Stand, feet shoulder-width apart. Engage your core. Keep hips forward. Slowly turn your upper body right. Hold 2 seconds. Return to center. Repeat left. 10 rotations each direction twice daily. Do it while waiting for water to boil or during TV commercials. And now, the movement that changed everything researchers thought they knew about aging. The movement Japanese centenarians credit more than any other for their vitality. It seems almost too simple to believe until you see the science. Tenugui hibiki, the towel twist. Hold a towel at shoulder height, hands 18 inches apart. Create tension by pulling outward as if trying to tear it. While maintaining that tension, slowly twist your torso right, keeping hips forward. Hold 3 seconds. Return to center, twist left. Here's what happens when you do the towel twist. It works tiny muscles most exercises miss. Deep in your back, sides, even your feet and face. A famous long-term study of older adults in Japan found that people who did short, daily strength exercises lived longer, healthier lives. Their hands stayed strong, their bones stayed thick, and they kept their independence much longer. Doctors also discovered something amazing about the brain. This simple pulling movement makes both sides of your brain light up at once, like a full brain workout. This helps keep your memory sharp and your mind quick. Here's the best part. When you hold a strong pull like this, your muscles release special healing proteins. These proteins travel through your body, fighting soreness, protecting your brain, and keeping your whole system healthy. Think of it like turning your muscles into a tiny medicine factory. Just 2 minutes a day pulls the lever. Hold the towel at shoulder height. Create strong tension. Inhale as you rotate right. Hold 3 seconds. Exhale as you return to center. Inhale as you rotate left. Exhale back to center. That's 1 cycle. Do 10 cycles morning and night. The breathing pattern is crucial. Inhaling during the twist gives you energy. Exhaling during the return promotes calm. This keeps your nervous system balanced. 7 movements, 12 minutes a day. The potential to add 15 years to your life. Not just years of existence, but years of vitality, independence, and joy. These aren't exercises. They're a return to natural human movement we've lost in our modern world. The Japanese aren't fighting aging. They're flowing with it intelligently. The secret isn't in a gym or a pill bottle. It's in 12 minutes of daily movement that honors how your body was designed to function. The breath walking that synchronizes your nervous system. The radio calisthenics that lubricates your joints. The deep squat that maintains your independence. The single leg balance that builds your brain. The floor transitions that test your vitality. The spine twists that maintain your mobility. And the towel twist that produces medicine from your own muscles. These movements work together as a complete system. They address strength, flexibility, balance, coordination, and neural health simultaneously. No equipment, no special clothing, no dedicated exercise time. They integrate seamlessly into daily life. Which of these 7 movements are you going to try first? The breath walking tomorrow morning? The towel twist tonight before bed? The single leg balance while brushing your teeth? Drop your choice in the comments and I'll personally reply with specific tips to help you master it. I know some of you are thinking, I'm too far gone. My body is too stiff, too weak. But your body is more resilient than you think. These movements can be modified for any fitness level. Start with just 1 movement, just 1 minute, and build from there. The Japanese have a saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Your future self, the one still playing with great-grandchildren at 90, still living independently at 95, still sharp and mobile, that future self is counting on the decision you make right now. Here's my challenge. Pick 1 movement. Commit to doing it every day for 30 days. Set a reminder on your phone. Put a sticky note on your mirror. Make it automatic. 30 days from now, come back and tell me what changed. I guarantee you'll notice something. Better balance, less pain, more energy, clearer thinking. And once you feel that change, you'll add the next movement, and the next, until all 7 become as natural as brushing your teeth. Remember, aging isn't something you endure. It's something you can master. The Japanese have proven it. The science has confirmed it. Now it's your turn to experience it. Start today. Your body is waiting.